Welcome. Welcome to the Knights of Lucky podcast. I'm your host, Tommy Bahama. No, I'm joking. It's me. It's Lucky. It's Lucky. That was my coffee I was putting on the desk. So, how are you all doing? Are you having a wonderful day? Living, existing, probably, hopefully. Yeah. This is me trying to jazz my microphone up, as the cool people say. Yeah. So, what's up? How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you talking about stuffs? Numerous things. So, the Suicide Squad got a new trailer. Looks pretty sick. I am extremely excited. Why am I talking like I'm Russian? I'm not Russian. Well, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? So yeah, the Suicide Squad is being directed by James Gunn, one of my favorite filmmakers. He obviously directed both Guardians of the Galaxy films and numerous other ones. I think Slither. He worked on Brightburn. He's a very accomplished director. So I'm extremely excited. I think they've said that he's just essentially going all out, just going full James Gunn and going crazy, which is interesting because, often I would say when directors just kind of go crazy and let loose, it can really turn out to be a great film, It really can be, I'd say. So yeah. It's going to be interesting. It looks cool. Looks unique, I would say. The humor, maybe a bit generic, but overall the film looks very good, The action looks great, the special effects, the characters look really interesting. I'm not going to lie. Basically... a lot of people are going to die. I mean, a lot of characters are going to kick the bucket, and it's going to be nuts. So it's going to be pretty crazy. And what it seems like, King Shark is being played by none other than Rambo and Rocky himself. Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, Adrian. Yeah, Adrian. Mick, I like wearing this sweater. It makes me feel all lucky and stuff. Yeah. Throw in the towel. Yeah. He broke things in me that ain't ever been fixed. I had to do it. But he's playing King Shark, who is a shark who is also a king. Wow. Shocking. So he's playing King Shark. King Shark from the comics is like basically like the son of some shark god, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't read the books. I don't think I've actually ever read a Suicide Squad comic. I don't think I have, from my knowledge at least. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Basically, it has a very colorful cast of characters. Very interesting characters. So, let's look up the roster, because it's got one of the most stacked casts I've ever seen for a film, I would say. Next to, like, I'd say Dune. So, let's look at the cast. The Suicide Squad cast. Okay, let's see. So, we got Margot Robbie returning as her iconic performance as Harley Quinn. By the way, I actually liked Birds of Prey. I know a lot of people hated it, but I for one liked it. I often, film is both subjective and objective at the same time, but I don't really watch people's reviews for crap online, because I find it's honestly kind of ridiculous, because there's just this war of people that are like, everything's subjective, but no, everything's objective. It's like, it's both, you goofs. I'm like some independent dude, sitting on top of a mountain, seeing these two warring, tribes going against each other, and I'm just like, what the heck are they doing? It's so stupid. So I find it I don't really listen to that crap, because it's just kind of a waste of time. It's like, it's both. You're all wasting everybody's time, because I feel like everybody's like, oh, don't listen to critics, Hold on, I'm gonna turn this off. It's my stupid fridge. Makes that buzzing noise. People think I'm getting sucked up into the sky by a bunch of aliens, It's crazy. But yeah, I don't listen to that crap, because I find it to just be very stupid. Because it's kind of ironic that, no disrespect to anybody who does stuff online, because this isn't everyone. There are a lot of decent people, out there. But there's a sizable enough amount of people like this. They're like, oh, don't listen to critics, man. They're idiots. All they do is dumb stuff and whatnot, and say stupid stuff about films. And to be fair, that is true to an extent. But I find it hilarious, because, these internet, not actual critics, but just your average Joes on YouTube and stuff, I find it hilarious, because it's like, you're not really much better than them. Because the stuff that comes out of these people's mouths at times, this small amount of people, is a decent amount. It's ridiculous, because it's like, you're not really much better. Because some of the stuff they say is so downright stupid, it's baffling. It's just ridiculous. It's just it's so stupid. It's like, why are you fighting? What's the reason? It's like, no, we're right. No, we're right. It's like, I really don't care about any of this nonsense. Because I used to be very subjective on that front, then very objective. Then I realized, this is just dumb. This is just really dumb. It's like, so I don't listen to, internet criticism on films, because I find a lot of it is just nonsense. And it's like, yeah, you're not really much better than these critics you rant about. I'm not going to say the person's name, but he's, pretty big when it comes to, comic book stuff and film and reviews. And he posted a review for Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home, that was so disingenuous. I would say roughly 85% of his review was him lying about things in the film. About 15% of the stuff that happened or didn't happen in the film he brought up, but he lied about basically everything else. And I was like, that's when I was like, I just can't watch this guy anymore. Which sucks, because I'm a really huge fan of him. But it's like, ever since then, it seems like the guy's channel has been going downhill, and I've said multiple times, like, that was the worst review I have ever heard for any film ever made. It wasn't really bad, it was just so disingenuous. Like, it was so false. Like, he said, like, oh, this thing happened in this film, when, if you saw the film, it didn't. So it's either one of two things. He's either very biased against these films, which he kind of is to an extent, or he just did not watch the film. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's like, I was like, this guy is out of his mind. He did not watch this. No, he did watch it. He just doesn't care. He just wants to rant on it. It's like, dude, if you hate the film and you don't like it, it's fine. Just say it. Just hate on the film. But don't lie to your entire audience. That's what really made me angry, was like, he was just being so disrespectful to his fan base. It was like, dude, why are you lying to us? But that's besides the point. My recommendation is don't listen to any of that crap, because it's nonsense on both fronts. It's objective and subjective at the same time. But back to the cast. We got Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, Joel Kinnaman returning as Rick Flag. I don't know who's playing who Taika Waititi is playing. Obviously, Sylvester Stallone's playing King Shark. David Dastmalchian is playing Polka Dot Man, who is absolutely hilarious and is probably my favorite character from this film. Idris Elba is playing Bloodsport. Michael Rooker is playing the Savant. Alice Braga is playing Sol Soria. Michaela Hoover is playing Camilla. Viola Davis is returning as Amanda Waller. That's one of the things, is like, Suicide Squad, the original film, was absolutely a travesty. It was horrible. But one of the things you gotta admit is that Margot Robbie, Will Smith, and Viola Davis were incredible in that film. Especially Viola Davis. She was so good as Amanda Waller. She kind of kept the film up from being completely 100% garbage. You know, like, I can't really see anyone else playing her. She's so good as that character, you know, that was perfect casting. You gotta admit, while the DCU is flawed, they, for the most part, have pretty good casting. So then we got Nathan Fillion as the Dark Knight, Jai Courtney returning as Captain Boomerang, who was also surprisingly one of the best parts of that film. The amazing Pete Davidson is playing Blackguard. Sean Gunn is playing Weasel again, you know, just like he played, you know, his character from Guardians 2. I think his name was Kragland, right, in that film? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. John Cena is playing Peacemaker, who is also going to get his spin-off series on HBO Max. Who else do we got? Peter Capaldi is playing Thinker. Daniela Melchior is playing Ratcatcher. Stephen Agee is playing King Shark and John Economos. Jennifer Holland is playing Amelia Harcourt. Storm Reid is playing Tyla. Joaquin Cosio is playing General Mateo Suarez. Flula Borg is playing Javelin. Marisol Correa is playing Soldado. Oh wow, this cast keeps going. And, you know, many other actors. But those are the, you know, the main ones. So it's a pretty stacked cast. And the interesting thing is, it seems the main villain is going to be Starro, which is interesting because Starro is actually the first. He was on the cover of the first Justice League comic, so it's interesting they're bringing him over for the Suicide Squad as kind of the villain. Basically, if you don't know who Starro is, it's just this giant like alien star thing, and it's a bunch of like these alien stars that latch onto people and like turn them into like mindless zombies while they're like living in this weird like dream state where everything is what they want most in life, I think, if if I remember correctly. But really, none of it's real. So that's going to be interesting. It looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I trust James Gunn. You know, he's a talented director. So I'm very excited for it. We also got a trailer for Black Widow just today, which looks interesting because we got more footage of, obviously, the film. We got, it's very emotional, a very emotional trailer. It goes over a lot of stuff in Black Widow's life, and this is kind of her swan song film, you know, where she gets this final great film and a proper ending to the character that we didn't get in Endgame. Don't get me wrong, Tony, you know, he sacrificed himself, but also Nat. People often forget, like, what about her? She died for the Soul Stone. Why? You know? So, it looks interesting. We also got some more of Taskmaster, which is, I really hope they keep this, whoever is playing it. I hope they keep him in these films, because he is a really, really underrated villain. Taskmaster is basically, his name is Tony Masters. I think he was like a thief or an assassin or something. That basically, his like superpower is that he can read, like, he can look at some superheroes or someone's fighting style and immediately copy it. So like, he can, you know, if he's fighting Daredevil, you know, he can copy Daredevil's fighting style on the fly and beat him. Same thing with other people like Black Panther, Captain America, Spider-Man, you know, all these heavyweights, you know, that are really good fighters. He can copy their fighting style instantly and immediately exploit it and fight them. The only person he ever got a run for his money by was Deadpool, because you cannot predict what Deadpool can do. You know, he's just like a bag full of cats. You can smell crazy on him. Hopefully somebody understood that reference. You know, he's hardcore when it comes to that. You cannot imagine what that guy's going to do. You know, he'll shove a chimichanga down your throat with a frag grenade in it, and boom. But, yeah, that's going to be interesting, because they are just known for being one of the best fighters in the Marvel Universe, and I hope they keep, you know, them in the film, or in these films, because I don't want to see them die or just get tossed to the side, because they're such a genuinely good villain, you know? But it's going to be interesting, because it's going to have to basically, like, yeah, what happened to Taskmaster after Civil War? Because this film, for the most part, takes place directly after Civil War and in between Endgame, or not Endgame, Infinity War, where Nat is on the run from the governments of the world because she joined and helped Captain America. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, they're a great villain, so I really do hope that they, you know, they honestly keep going, you know, because they're just so underrated, and I would love to see, you know, more of them in the MCU. I want to see them fight all these other famous villains and stuff, so, you know, I'm excited. I really am, honestly. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. One last thing is, I really hope in this film we get to see a flashback, not only to Budapest, but I really hope we get a Winter Soldier flashback, because famously, you know, in Captain America the Winter Soldier, there was a line that Natasha had basically said that, like, she got into a fight with the Winter Soldier back when he was in his Hydra days, and she was, like, protecting this person, and Bucky shot through Nat's side and killed the guy, you know? So, it's going to be interesting, but I would love to see a flashback of that, you know? So, honestly, I'm excited, you know? I really do. I really hope we get to see that, because it's genuinely really cool to see flashbacks of the Winter Soldier, He's iconic, He's a great character, so I really hope we get to see that, honestly. It's going to be awesome. I have not watched the third episode of good old-fashioned Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I am probably going to watch it today and try and release it today, while I have the chance. So I will, I'll probably do that. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see, what other comic book news can I cover? So, I have not seen Godzilla vs. Kong, but I've seen a bunch of, scenes of it. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty cool. I won't spoil anything, but, they brought back a classic callback, to the original Godzilla vs. Kong movie that me and a lot of other people had been praying they would bring back, because it's awesome, so, yeah. So, anywho, let's talk about some stuff, some controversy. Apparently, this is nuts. Let's see, I need to look. So, if you haven't heard, Lil Nas X is, a great, musician. He's a great singer. He's very popular. And, this is nuts. Basically, if you haven't heard, he and this, I don't know, some company basically came out and, this is crazy, basically made these Nike shoes, these Satan Nike shoes that are really angering a lot of people, for some reason. I don't know. People are like, apparently, like, he and this company are in big trouble because, I don't know if these shoes are actually real, but they basically made these shoes and, like, I guess tried to release them, except they didn't get, like, Nike's permission, I guess. I'm gonna look it up because I want to get more. It seems like they aren't real, because they've done, I think the company that did this have done, similar stuff like this. And, okay, they said the shoes sold out, so, like, maybe they're real? Okay, so they are real. $1,000 for a pair of shoes. Good Lord. And a lot of people are getting angry. Because a lot of people think, like, this is supporting Satan, man. Hail Satan. No. No, a lot of people think that, you know, this is, it's the devil. You're supporting the devil if you're buying these shoes. They're evil. Apparently they contain human blood. I don't know if that part's true. If it is, hey, where did they get that? What person did they drain their blood from? But apparently there's like a drop of human blood in it, so... Hey, you know... But, I guess apparently they are real. Maybe. Seems like they confirmed it, so maybe they are. But the thing is, Nike obviously didn't endorse or, you know, design these shoes or give them permission for this. So, like, there's this big lawsuit that I think, if I remember correctly, Nike won. Which, I can't blame Nike, because it's like, they didn't get permission. Because apparently what happened is they stole, like, this shoe. This certain design Nike had made, then modified it a bit. And they're selling them for, like, $1,000 without their permission. So, like, Nike is like, yikes. This is like a dumpster fire controversy, so... A lot of people are angry because, like I said, they think it's the devil and Satan. They're trying to push it on everyone. Woo! Which, I mean, you know, people are allowed to have their opinions, but I don't really see any actual problem with this. I don't think, you know, they're trying to, you know, push Satan and that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, this is evil, this is Satanism. Ooh! Which, I don't think they're trying to push evil. They're just trying to just make money and cause controversy. That's it. I know a lot of people are going to be like, it's the Illuminati, man. They're trying to take over the world. If you wear these shoes, you're selling your soul to the devil, and they're going to control you. It's going to shoot out 5G energy waves up to your brain and turn you into some evil Satan-worshipping zombie. It's like they're just shoes. They're shoes, okay? They're shoes. So I'm not really, I mean, I was born and raised Catholic, so like, but this does not anger me or upset me at all. Like, I actually find it hilarious. Some people take this seriously, which I'm like, yeah, you might want to chill. Yeah, because I'm like 90% sure this isn't actual Satanism. You know, it's just some dude selling, you know, goofy shoes. It's like, calm yourself. As Jesus once said, chill. So, yeah, I'm not really offended by it. I think it's funny, honestly. It's kind of a crazy situation. But for me, it's like, yeah, I'm not really offended by it. But, I mean, if you are, I mean, you have the right to be offended, obviously. But personally, I don't think this is really that big of a deal. I think, you know, it's like, it's just some stupid kind of stunt, you know? So I would not get triggered over it, you know? Like, at all. Like, this isn't really something you should worry about, you know? I often think, like, Satanism and stuff like that, people are, like, overreact to it, you know? Like, I wasn't born then, obviously, but I remember hearing about, like, satanic panic or something. Like, back in the day, rock bands were, you know, saying, ooh, Satan, or the devil in their music, and a bunch of people got really triggered by that. And I guess, like, they took that band to court, I think. I think the band was Twisted Sister. Sorry, I'm fiddling with my Jango Fett action figure. But no, they, like, took him to court and, like, I guess tried to try them for something, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, the court lost. It's like, yeah, we're like, this is literally just music, man. Chill. It's like, people are, like, constantly concerned that, like, the devil is seeping into everything. It's like, calm down, okay? You're fine. It's music. That's it. It's just music. Nothing to worry about, okay? There are bigger problems to worry about, like gluten. Not really. I think those people that are like, does it contain gluten? I'm actually on a gluten. Just eat it! Unless you have to go on a diet because of health reasons, a gluten-free diet, just eat the flippin' thing, okay? Just stop. Ugh. Those people annoy the hell out of me. No offense to anybody who's like, you know, on a gluten-free diet because, you know, they just want to. And it's like, I don't really like it. So, nope. It's like, just eat the damn thing. It's like, unless you medically have to go on a gluten-free diet, just eat the stupid thing. It's like, just eat it. Ooh, what's it gonna do? Are you gonna gain like half a pound? Oh boy. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat gluten, but I'm gonna shove my face full of Twinkies. What up? Do Twinkies have gluten in it? Oh, they probably do. It's like, yeah. It's like, I thought it was hilarious because I read one story where this guy's sister was like a vegan or something, and I only eat organic stuff, and she really liked like pasta and stuff. But the problem, she liked pasta or something, some kind of, you know, pasta dish, and she would always put Parmesan cheese on it. But, you know, obviously Parmesan cheese is not organic. So, you know, his mom said, like, if you ever say that Parmesan cheese isn't, like, organic, you are going to be disowned from the family. And I was like, do it. Do it. Like, do it. Make it happen. I was, like, praying, like, please just say it. I would actually do that if it was me. I'm kind of like a chaotic person at times. I'm a chaotic good. Yeah, that's what I am. A chaotic good. It's the best way to describe me. I just finished my coffee. But it's hilarious. It's like, what? Why? It's like I said, like, I understand if you're on a diet, but it's like, really? Really? It's like, this is the thing you're worried about? Oh no. I'm never going to eat a slice of ham for the rest of my life. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of like industrialized farming that's absolutely horrific and horrible. Don't get me wrong. You know, I love animals, but it's like, you know, a lot of these animals live a nice, long, happy life. And then, you know, when they get too old, you know, they're obviously humanely slaughtered and whatnot. Then it's like, it's, you know, giving back. We've given this animal a nice long life and whatnot, and in return, it's giving us itself so we can be nourished with it. We can get, you know, nutrients and food from it. We feed people. So it's a, you know, it's a closed loop system. It's, you know, it's humane, it's nature, it's how it works, you know. But, you know, obviously there's a lot of, like, industrialized farming and stuff like that that's horrible and just awful. So I get that, but, you know, a lot of the rest of it is just ridiculous. So apparently Joe Biden, like, almost slipped on a stairs to Air Force One again. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Good Lord, man. Please just... somebody watch over that guy, because God, it would fucking be horrible if he actually slipped and fell and hurt himself. So I hope he's okay. I hope he walks up the stairs safely. But yeah, so I got something on my mind, man. Excuse me. I gotta get this off my chest because it's getting to the point where it's like really upsetting me. And it's really kind of annoying. It's not really annoying. It's just downright rude and disrespectful. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, I run a Patreon that you can donate to. Link in the description of my Patreon account, by the way. If anybody wants to check some of the free content out or donate, it's there for you. But, no, one thing that I've noticed the past couple months since I've started this that's really starting to upset me is I have a lot of great patrons, ones that I'm happy to have, that I love, that, I enjoy having, they're good, loyal, nice people who want to help donate and support the channel. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around. But one thing I've noticed lately is I'm adjusting, by the way. Oops. There. No, that's... Hold on. We'll just leave it there. There we go. So, one of the things that's been annoying me is that on my Patreon, I've kept noticing over the past couple months, everybody has the right to decline payment, obviously. There are people who have legitimate reasons. It's like, oh, I really was going to donate this month and whatnot and live up to my pledge, but, I recently, I got this bill and it's like, I'm not going to have enough money to spare to, donate to you, or I need to help my family member out, or I need to go get groceries. Like that I understand. They're legit, valid reasons, But one thing I've noticed, I'm not going to say who, because it's multiple people, but one of the things that is starting to anger me is that, here, I'll turn the gain up so you can hear me a bit better. There, that's better. I'll turn it on for a while. The reason why this thing is just bothering me is because what it is that basically I've noticed over the past couple months, people will go to my Patreon, they will make a pledge. It's like, I'll pay so-and-so how much every month and be a patron. And I'll be like, cool, here's all this content you have access to. Problem is, I've noticed, because how Patreon works is people will go to your channel, they'll select account, select a tier, they'll make a pledge to donate that much money, and at the beginning, the first day of each new month, Patreon will charge them and whatnot, and they do that every month. Problem is, I've noticed that there are people that come to my channel, they make a pledge, then what they do is they pledge, listen and watch all of my awesome content, but what'll happen is literally a couple days before, if not literally the day before they're supposed to pay, they'll be like, declined payment, and they will decline the payment and leave, and they won't pay. And it's pretty apparent what they're doing, because what they're doing is obviously, they're literally just saying they're going to pay, but they're not. They're just saying they will. They're just making some pledge and whatnot to pay. They'll get watch all of my content for completely for free for an entire month. Then they will delete their pledge and they won't have to pay. So basically, they're cheating the system, abusing the system. They're lying. They lie, say they're going to make a pledge, which is a total lie. They get all of my content completely for free for an entire month. Then they decline to pay the day before they're supposed to pay and whatnot. So they get all of my content completely for free. adjusting my chair. Boop. And they get all my content completely for free for a month. And it's annoying because it's like, that's really kind of disrespectful. You know, like, I'm not, like, mad, but, like, I'm a little upset and disrespected by it. Because it's like, that is so disrespectful to me. It's like, you know, it's like, I don't exactly have the most time to make stuff. I work with the schedule I've got, you know, and the thing is that these people come in and they'll say they're going to pay, but it's a complete lie. They'll watch all my stuff for free for a whole month, then they'll decline to pay, and they won't have to pay. So they get all of that stuff for free for an entire month. You know? It's so, like, that is so disrespectful. Like, that is such a horrible thing. It's like, there are people out there that use Patreon, you know, because they're not getting enough money at their other jobs. Like, they need this money to help pay bills, put food on the table, to help their family out and whatnot. You know, like, there are people who really need this money. You know, I've been doing this because I'm trying to, you know, save up money in my account so, you know, I can help, you know, if my parents and family, like, it's like, crap, we don't have enough money for this bill. It's like, here, I got this money saved up. It's for you and whatnot. But also, it's also there so that I can, you know, get a new equipment and stuff to improve my channel and keep it working. But there are a lot of hardworking people out there that bust their butts off making Patreon content. And people will just come in, say I'm going to pay, and they don't. And they completely lie straight to your face and whatnot and screw you over. It is so disrespectful. It's so mean. It's just horrible. Like, why would you do that? Like, that is horrible. Why? Like, oh my gosh. That's absolutely horrible. Like, that is so disrespectful. It's insane. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, sorry, I had to upload this little thing. Is it me or is it getting hot in here? I'm not joking. I really am getting hot. I gotta take my jacket off. My jacket, no. Alright, hold on. I will be right back. Please enjoy this commercial break. I am back from the dead. Mwahaha! You can't kill me! Anywho, no, it's just really disrespectful, because these people, these voice actors and other people who do Patreon stuff, it's like, they really need this money. And there are people out there that just skimp on all this stuff. It's like, hey, screw you. It's like, what the hell? It's so disrespectful and so... Like, you can't do that. Like, that is so awful. Like, if you're not gonna pay, don't pledge. Okay? I'm sorry, but like... the other day, somebody had made a pledge to me and requested to do this personalized audio. So I was like, okay. So I spent like 20 minutes like recording this thing and whatnot. And then I started to, like, I was just about to work on it. Then I looked in, and it's like, nope, they removed their pledge, which they have the right to. But, it's like, hey, I just wasted this 20 minutes where I could be recording something else or working on this other thing. So it's like if you're not going to actually pay, like, you shouldn't do that. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, it's just really disrespectful and flat out rude to these creators that do this stuff. Because we work hard to make this stuff, and if you're not going to pay, like, don't pledge, plain and simple, because it's like, we don't have a lot of time, and a lot of people really need this money for stuff, so you can't do that. I mean, everybody has the right to do what they want, obviously, but, like, you just shouldn't. It's just really disrespectful and rude, Like, it's not okay, It's really kind of scummy at times. Because it's like, we spend this time and, effort working on these things only for, people to just be like, I don't care. Goodbye. And it's like, okay. Well, that's a little less money I need to pay for, bills, to feed my children, to get food myself, to help out my family. It's like, okay, sure. So it's like, it's just, you shouldn't do that. You should not do that. You absolutely shouldn't. So, but at the end of the day, people are allowed to do what they want. But I don't recommend doing that, because it's mean and it's just flat out disrespectful. So, but my little rant is over. But I want to thank all of my patrons, for, pledging and, paying and whatnot. Like I said, there are people who have actual valid reasons to revoke their pledge, but there are a lot of people out there who clearly are just getting all of this stuff for free and not paying. It's very, very clear and very apparent, It's just, it's not okay. You can't do that stuff. You should not do it. It's just not okay. But, boo-hoo. Anywho, let's see if I can get some questions for my podcast. Okay. Okay, we got some advice. I have a crush on a girl, and I don't know how to tell her, Lucky. Please give me advice. I'm not a great advice giver. Like I said, not a therapist, doctor. So, disclaimer. If you need real advice, ask an expert. But, even though I'm not the most expert person on dating, clearly, I'll give you a little advice. I'd say just be yourself, be honest, charismatic, kind, gentlemanly, or womanly, depending on, whoever this person is. Just be kind to this person. Nice, charisma, that's great. I mean, honestly, if you have to practice in the mirror, saying like, hey, it's me, so-and-so, How are you doing? You look great today. What's going on with you? How's life been? Just be yourself and be kind and respectful, you know? So yeah. Just tell her when you can. Find an appropriate time. Maybe just like, you know, take them out to like the park or something, you know? Maybe take them out to the park for a nice, lovely little stroll through the park, talk, chill, chat, and be like, hey, I like you. You're nice. Would you like to go on a date sometime? You know, just be yourself and be kind, you know? And if they say no, you know, it is what it is. It's fine, but that's their loss, you know? That means somebody else out there, you know, is there. You know, that person just wasn't the right person, you know? So, good luck on that. How tall am I? I'm like 5'9", 10. How old am I? I am 20. I will be 21 in 2 days. So, that should be fun. Okay, let's see some other ones, other questions. How difficult is it to make ASMR videos? How long do they take to edit? Kind of depends on what you're doing. You know, like if podcasts generally are pretty easy to make. I mean, I have to obviously record and talk for an hour, but like it's pretty easy to do it. Really, all I have to do is just record like 1 hour of stuff and just talking about stuff. Then, really, I just go into my editing software. Obviously, you know, turn the audio up, clean it up, you know, crop, cut it, whatever I need to, which I really don't need to. Then just put in, you know, the background video, and that's literally it, you know. But for audios, you know, depending on, you know, how complex or, you know, big and intense they are, it can take a while. You know, it can take hours because it takes like 15 to 20 minutes to record just the audio. Then you have to do intros, patron roll calls, outros. Then you have to go and get sound effects and music and stuff. Then you have to take all that. You get art or make the background or, you know, whatever. You have to do that. That takes a while. Then you have to go into the editing software and put it all together, which can take hours. So it just kind of depends. It can take like a couple minutes to a couple hours. So it's pretty tough at times. How did I choose my YouTube name? Interesting story. Basically, I remember way back in the day, I was like, originally I started out as a different name, you know, some other weird name that I was like, this doesn't really sound interesting, you know, needs something interesting. So I was like, a lot of people obviously, you know, have sort of like stage names, like it's their sort of their character version of themselves. Some people actually use their real names, some don't. And some people just kind of pick this sort of stage fictional name for themselves, you know, a fictionalized version of them. You know, so I wanted something interesting, like a cool name for myself, you know, a fictionalized version of myself, obviously, you know, a cool name. So I was like, I'm not kidding, I literally like picked up a dictionary and started like reading through it to like pick out like what's a cool word or name or something I can use. And I was going through that, found nothing. Then I looked online for other stuff, you know, just nothing. And then I was like, why don't I look through like my music playlist and whatnot? Maybe I'll find something there. And I was just scrolling through stuff, wasn't really finding anything, and I was literally literally just about to give up, and I scrolled one more time, and I saw, I think it was something Lucky by Jason Derulo, and I was like, that's it, Lucky ASMR. I was like, dude, that is perfect, because it's like, it's a cool name, it's a cool like nickname, Lucky, but also it kind of fits me as a human being. Like I actually am Irish, you know, I'm part redhead. You know, my family is very Irish. You know, it was perfect. It was the perfect nickname, Lucky ASMR, and I was like, that's it. Rest is history. So that's how I kind of got my name for the channel. It was by a name of a song, and I was like, really, that is absolutely perfect, and I've been Lucky ASMR ever since. And I always will be. I will never change that name. You know? So, that's what everybody knows me by. Lucky. The man, the myth, the legend. So, I love the Lucky. I love it. I love the name. It's perfect for me. It really is. You know, who I am as a person, you know, my roots of being, you know, a redheaded, you know, Irish boy of Irish heritage. Ireland. Welcome to Ireland. If anybody wants an Irish accent audio, I can do that. You know, that would be cool. But yeah, it's interesting. That's how I got my name. And I really have loved it ever since. I've never changed it. So, advice: how do you get motivated to work out? Just get up and get it over with. It's gonna suck at first, but once you start doing it and get into a rhythm, you know, your body starts to like, hey, this ain't so bad. You know, you kind of just, it's like you know, when you're sick, it's like the first couple of days are going to be pretty darn bad, but eventually you'll get into the groove and you'll start to get better, then you'll be fine. You know, so you just got to get up, do it, get it done, and keep doing that as much as you hate it. Have a goal, be like, I'm going to lose this amount of, you know, weight, I'm going to put on this amount of muscle, and when I do, I'll buy this new video game or movie, or, you know, or I'll go out and have like a nice cheat day where I get a burger and some ice cream and stuff. So you just gotta be like, you know, think about, you know, how good you're gonna look, you know, like getting ripped or, you know, fit, agile, you know, just kind of have that in your mind, you know, just keep doing it. So you gotta get up, get it over with, keep doing it, and you gotta keep doing that, and eventually you'll find the groove, and eventually you'll be like, this is awesome. Then you'll want to do it. So that's what you got to do. You got to do it that way. Trust me. It's going to suck for like, you know, first couple days or weeks or whatever, but eventually, you know, you're going to find that fine groove and everything's going to be cool. So that's my advice. Just get it up, over with, and stick to it. And eventually your body and mind will take over, and, you know, then it won't be as bad. You'll actually like it. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see, what other questions? Okay, here we go. How's life? I love your ASMR. Stay yourself, Lucky. Thank you. It's okay. It could be better. It's been a little rough lately for me, but yeah, I'm doing, you know, about as okay as I can be, I guess. So, you know, try my best, honestly. How do you be someone your other people want you to be? How do you be someone other people want you to be? How do you handle pressure people put on you? How can you even fake a smile in a situation that's hard on you? How do you address your parents, to your parents about your sexuality? Okay, like I said, I call a therapist or go to a therapist or, some licensed expert. But I'll give you a little advice. So, disclaimer. Just be yourself, I mean, you shouldn't have to change yourself. Like, if people are like, you're stupid, we hate you, you need to be like this. It's like, tell them, like, well, sucks to be you, I'm me. You're perfect the way you are, and like, if people are like putting pressure on you to be this person, it's just tell them it's like you're not really being considerate about my feelings and who I am. It's like, this is who I want to be. This is what I want to do. This is who I am. Just give it to them straight and be like, you should be more respectful. Like, this is my life. It's not yours. It's like when people are like, parents like it's like, oh, you gotta go to the football field and practice for football and stuff. It's because they wanted to as a kid, but they weren't allowed to. It's like, with all due respect, dad or mom, it's like, you're not me. Like, I feel bad you didn't get to do what you wanted in high school or whatever, but like, I'm not gonna do this because you wanted to. I should do it because I want to, So I would say, personally, just be yourself, be who you want to be, just give it to it straight. It's like you're being rude, you're being mean, you're not being considerate of my feelings and who I am. Like, and you can't force this stuff on me because this is what you want me to do, or this is what you wanted to do way back when, or because you can do it. It's like, I'm sorry, but like, that is your problem, not mine, And yeah, fake a smile. Just be honest. Just be like, yeah, this is really rough on me. Like, this is taking a toll on my mental health. I need support. I need you to be kind and respectful. And just tell them, like, I need help. I need, like, support. I need your love and care. I don't need you to yell at me all day and treat me like garbage because I'm not doing what you wanted me to do. You're your own person, and you have the right to do what you want to do, be who you want to be. And if you don't want to do these things, you don't have to. So I talked to an expert therapist, a licensed therapist, obviously, because they know more about this stuff. But just tell them straight, like, this is who I am, this is who I like, So good luck to you. Any advice on how to be yourself and not care what other people say? Just ignore them. It's just like, who gives a crap? It's like, I don't care. Who are you? I don't know. Who I am? You don't know who I am? No. And I don't care. No, be respectful, but obviously, just like, be yourself. Just be kind. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. And if other people are like, yeah, we don't like that. And it's just like, well, sucks to be you. Go cry in a corner. Your niece was born today. Oh, well, congratulations. I'm glad everything's all right. Congrats. Just be a good person, nice, kind, caring, help out when you can. Just be you. Just be a nice person. Just take care of them, What do I do if my friend just starts to ignore me when I text/call her, even though I didn't do anything wrong to her? Oh boy, that's rough. That sucks. That sucks. I guess just, if you could meet up with them in real life, and talk to them like, hey, what's going on? Why are you ignoring me? That sucks. But like, if they, if they're like, I don't want to talk to you anymore, I don't want to be friends, or I don't like you, or, I mean, you kind of have to respect that, obviously, as much as that sucks. But I just try to, maybe call them one more time and try and set something up where you can talk to them in person. And if you can't, just, give them space and let them do what they need to do or want to do, and then hopefully, when you don't talk to them, they'll be like, oh, I want to talk to them. They're not talking to me. Maybe that'll work, but, Oh, good God. This is... Holy crap. I would call the cops or something, or tell an adult. Like I said, I'm not a licensed doctor, expert, lawyer. So before you do anything, talk to a professional. But I'd tell, family members, people, hey, there are a bunch of crazy guys that want to beat the crap out of me. Always tell people where you're going. If you're going to go out alone and walk around, tell them, hey, I'm going to go walk around. I'll be back by this time. And if I'm not, be worried. Help me out. Call someone. Do something, I wouldn't fight them. I wouldn't fight. I would talk to a, like I said, a lawyer, if you need to, cops, or something, your family, your parents. Basically tell everyone that people are kind of trying to beat the crap out of you. And always tell people where you're going if you're going alone or you are alone. Make sure they have their phones with them and you do. So you can, call them immediately or whoever you need for help. So I'd basically tell a bunch of people and, maybe talk to a lawyer or, I don't know, someone in the legal court justice system. Talk to your parents. Maybe they can, or family members or friends, and, maybe they'll, help you out, talk to the police. So I'd talk to a lawyer, an expert first, obviously, but yeah, always tell people where you're going and stuff. So good luck to you. Hold on, I gotta do something here. Bunch of bots on my comment section, of course, because, hey, robots are taking over. The Terminators are taking over. Skynet's real. We're all gonna die. No, I'm joking. It would be terrifying if Skynet was real, obviously. Just saying. Okay, let's see. Okay, sorry if this makes you uncomfortable, but what should someone do if they struggle with thoughts of unaliving themselves and struggle with self-harm when they ask for help and nobody will help them? Oh my God. Don't worry, I'm not uncomfortable. It's just that sucks. I mean, obviously, I would not hurt yourself or try anything, try to commit, you know what I mean. Don't do anything to yourself. Don't try and commit, obviously. And struggle with self-harm and ask for help, but nobody lands. I mean, your family, if your family's, saying that, that obviously sucks. If you're talking about other people, basically tell whoever you can, really. I know you're saying you're told people and it doesn't work, but obviously tell people, I'm struggling, I'm having bad thoughts, I'm hurting myself, just be I need fucking help. I need help. Why? Why is no one helping me? Just, literally, if you have to, beg on your knees and cry, just, make it very clear, I'm not well, and I need help. and people are ignoring me and things are getting worse. You know, I just like go to a hospital, and basically just say like, this is what's happening, this is what's going through my head. I need help because I might do something that I might regret. You know, like I would try to talk to a licensed professional, therapists, doctors, literally anyone you can. Just tell anyone, ask anyone, you know. So, but I know you're saying, you know, people aren't helping, you know, obviously, but just try and ask whoever you can for help, and just make it very clear, like, this is what's, you know, going on. Like, I need help and everybody is ignoring me and I am suffering on the inside and I don't want to die. You know, I don't want to try and commit or do anything I would regret. You know, basically just tell everyone, like, I need help desperately. Stop ignoring me. You know, and talk to a therapist, licensed therapist, you know, because I'm not a doctor or a therapist, but, you know, I'd talk to a therapist or a doctor, obviously, and just tell anyone, like, you need, just anyone around, like, literally, just like, I need help, you know. So just, I'd recommend talking to a therapist because they know what they're doing, and I don't really do. But, you know, best of luck to you. Stay strong. I know, you know, I've dealt with bad thoughts before. I've been depressed and sad at times and whatnot, but everything works out all right in the end, you know. You get better. You're gonna suffer probably for a while, but I promise you, in the end, things will get better. They always do. So I love you and take care, you know. But talk to a therapist and tell anyone you can, you know. So best of luck to you. Take care. Any advice on dealing with starting university? Oy. Well, I never went to college, so just have fun, talk to your family, friends, kind of keep connection, have fun, just really strive to do your best, go to class, just enjoy learning and, you know, building towards your career and what you want to do. So best of luck to you on that. What weird potato chip flavor that doesn't exist would you want to try? Jeez. Bubble gum. That's random, isn't it? Is that random? I don't know. Bubble gum, just for the heck of it. It's a thing that popped into my head. What's the most rage-inducing game you've ever played? I think it's got to be like Trials Fusion, I think which was the one that was like set in the future. It's either that or Destiny. It's either that or Destiny. It's just unbearable. It's just unbearable, man. It's that or Destiny, I would say. What did you believe for way too long as a child? I always... What... It's gonna be hilarious, but I always believed that how children were born was, you know, how they got out of the mother was, I thought they bursted out of their gut like a chest burster. I'm not kidding. I always thought the baby just like burst out of their gut like a chest burster from Alien. I always thought that's how it was until, you know, obviously you learned how it really does happen. But I always thought the baby just bursted out of their like stomach or belly button like a, you know, like an alien from a xenomorph, you know, chest burster. So, yeah, but that has been this podcast. I love you all. Take care. Stay strong. You know, talk to your therapist, family, anybody if you need help. Things are going to get better. I promise. Stay strong. I love you all. We're all in it together. And peace.